On Divorce Court today. Love can fly out of the window when one person needs more than the other. Tanisha needs TC to provide a home and pay for her children. TC needs her to stop sleeping with other men and bringing home a nasty infection. Tanisha Armstrong and TC Nevins have brought their dispute for Judge Lynn Toler to resolve. Testimony in divorce court starts now.
Ms. Armstrong, Mr. Nevins, the two of you have been together for 5 years. You do not want to be together anymore. Ms. Armstrong, you want transitional support. And we're going to talk about the nature of the relationship and why you believe he should pay you in an effort to get you back on your feet as you leave. However, before we do that, I want to talk a little bit about your relationship and why we're here today. You say, Mrs. Armstrong, that Mr. Nevins is extremely thrifty. Why don't you tell me how cheap is he?
He's very cheap, Judge. As a matter of fact, I went to this amusement park with him and he wouldn't even pay like for my kids or even pay for myself or even pay for himself. And I'm just tired of it. It's like every time he gets paid, only gets like a portion of the money, like 30 bucks out of like $100. And he tells me that I need to put gas in the car. I need to buy myself plus my kids our own food while he spends the other 70 on beer, cigarettes, or whatever.
Do you work as well, or are you at home with the kids?
I'm home with the kids for now, but I was working. I was doing, I'm a nurse aide.
Well, how do you get money to feed you and your kids if you're not working?
I mean, I get child support, and I have one disabled child that he's disabled, and I do part-time work on a call basis.
Oh, okay. I think, Mr. Nevins, are you less than generous with your funds?
Your Honor, she get half of every little money I get. I give her half off rip, and then I gotta pay the bills and feed her, put the gas in the car. She claims she do all that stuff. I do all that.
I do, Your Honor. I do. I do.
So you say you are contributing?
Everything I get.
Everything you get?
I don't get to spend money on nothing.
Oh my gosh, really?
She get half my check and then want me to pay bills out of my half. So I ain't left with nothing.
But now, you're looking at, he has no children, and there are 4 of you, right?
Exactly.
And you living together.
Correct.
Can you understand that for him to give you half of his check is a very big thing? I mean, you know what I mean? Supporting 4 other people?
No, I don't think so, Judge. I really don't, because he already knew when he got with me that I already had kids.
Right.
So I told him already, okay, this is an already made family. Okay, I'm gonna need help with the kids. I'm gonna need help with the bills and all that. And he was fine. He was fine and dandy with it. But
well, how were you living before you were living with him?
I was doing me, Your Honor. I was doing me. I was taking care of me, taking care of my household, taking care of my kids, and everything. I didn't need a man. But, you know, at the end of the day, you need someone to help you out. You're going to need someone. I really do care a lot about this man, but things have to change. We don't have no communication. Only time he speaks, only time he talks to me.
It's hard to talk to somebody who always yapping off at the mouth, saying what you don't do and all that.
Well, it'll help you to do it.
She always got
Mr. Nevins,
Exactly.
you say that she intentionally got you fired from a couple of jobs.
Oh.
Tell me how that happened.
I was working at this little fast food joint and everything. I was supposed to go up there on my day off, and I needed the money and everything. She always got her hand stuck out, want some money and stuff. So I was picking up extra hours. So I guess she said I couldn't go in, cause she had to work. So I had to watch the kids, be the little babysitter.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like, Your Honor, a babysitter in this whole relationship.
So you told him not to go to his job so you could go to your job?
Yes, Your Honor. But let me explain, Your Honor. He got called in on his day off. He was off, and that's the same day I had to work. Let me tell you now, this little job that he's talking about, that he speaks of, it's a female boss. And he tells me all about her and her man. Okay, if you're supposed to be working, why do you have time to talk about this woman and her man?
What she got to worry about?
What
she got to worry about if I'm telling her that?
why can't they have a conversation?
I can't talk about nothing, young.
What is wrong with that?
Your Honor, on your day off, you get called in, and he knew I had to work. He didn't want to watch my kids. He didn't want to watch them kids.
On fast food jobs, they often call. I had my son was washing dishes at a place, and they would call him in. Hey, man, the other dishwasher didn't come in. Can you come in? And I'm like, get your clothes on, brother. Get out there.
No, Your Honor. No, Your Honor. It's not like that, Your Honor. No. Your Honor, he been working at this fast food joint. He know I had to go to work. Why?
It completely slipped my mind. I forgot.
And he knew, it didn't slip his mind. He liked this girl. And you know, of course.
Now, why do you think he likes her? What has he done that makes you believe that he's kind of flirting or dealing with this lady?
Okay, because like when I was coming up there on his job to see him on his break and everything.
She's sneaking around the corner.
I'm not sneaking around no corner. I'm not sneaking around no corner.
I'll get to you.
Your Honor, he is lying. He is lying. I am not sneaking around no corner. Okay, he tells me to come up there to eat lunch with him or whatever, you know, and then, you know, I came up there one day. She called an attitude like, why is she here? And told him to move off the side where he makes the fast food onto another side, I guess, so he don't, you know.
Interact with you?
Interact with me.
Now, what is your point of view on this thing? You think she's sneaking in, listening to your conversation?
Of course she is. I caught her. I'm in the back making the food. She around the corner listening to what we talking about in the back.
Yes. Because he made me that way.
Were they saying anything wrong? Like, hey, baby, let me meet you by the fries?
Oh, I don't play that. I don't play that. I don't play that, Your Honor. So that's why I shows up. See, when I show up, things be different. Now, if I don't show up, then, you know, these females around here, they think they can get a little sneaky and all that right there. So, you know, when I show up, it be a different story. But he don't promote me. He don't even promote me. Like, tell me, hey, y'all, this is my girl. You know, he just turns his head.
Introduce you. He doesn't acknowledge you. I gotcha.
Next, what happens when TC plays with Tanisha's kids? Does discipline divide this relationship? Real people, real conflict, real judgments. Divorce Court continues.
Ms. Armstrong, you say that he doesn't act like a father to your children. Why don't you explain that to me?
Because every time, like, I want to go to the park or go just anywhere, we can go to a movie, we can go to the dollar movie or anything, he don't want to play with the kids. I mean, they wanted him to jump on the trampoline, because I just bought this big old trampoline, and he don't want to jump on the trampoline with the kids. I don't think he liked my kids, to be honest with you.
How old were your kids when he got in your life?
5 and 3. And I had a month,
and a 1-month-old?
1 month old.
Okay. Mr. Nevins, what's your response to that? Do you have a good relationship with your kids?
I play with the kids all the time, but I guess they start crying. So I don't know how to play with them. Somebody who crying and stuff.
Well, what are you doing when they start crying?
They fight on each other, so...
Do you separate them? Do you say, do you show up as the authority figure and say, no, we don't do that here, what's the issue?
No, I do all that.
He lays back in the bed, smoking a cigarette.
They ignore me. As soon as I try to get some straightening, she come in the room behind me, straightening me. I'm trying to get some straightening from the kid.
Do you override him, veto him in front of the kids so they get the impression that they don't have to do what he says, they only have to do what you say? Because that happens sometimes.
Sometimes I do.
All the time, y'all.
Yeah.
That's with just the 2 oldest ones. But the baby, because he was there since he was 1 month old. I met Mr. Nevins when my son was 1 month old. So he basically raised my 5-year-old. So, of course, he treats the 5-year-old different from my 11 and my 9-year-old, because he favors them. He got favoritism towards the kids.
Well, here, let me say this to you, Mrs. Armstrong, and it's sometimes having a blended family is a difficult thing. When you move in with a woman that you love, you don't automatically fall in love with the children. It doesn't happen.
Well,
you have to work at it. It takes time, and the older they are, the more difficult it is on both ends. And so you have to understand that. And what you need to do is foster that relationship, not just say, why don't you like my kids better? And you have to allow him to be an authority figure by, when he says something, it goes, as opposed to you coming in, no, you don't have to do that. Or if you countermand him, if you override him, that knocks his legs out from under him. They don't pay attention to him. He gets frustrated, and then you're not fostering the relationship you want him to have with your children. A lot of that relies on you. You have to do work to engender that relationship. It just doesn't happen on its own. You with me on there?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're good.
When divorce court continues, how does Tanisha justify the sneaky way she got TC fired from a job? Divorce court continues.
Mr. Nevis, you say Ms. Armstrong cheats on you.
Yeah, I called her. Like I was seeing my dad that was in the hospital. She kept blowing my phone up, calling me, asking me where I'm at. So that's a red flag right there. So she kept calling. So I told my family that I'm finna go. You know what I'm saying? So I get maybe 10 minutes down from where we stay at. Mm-hmm. And she calling again. So I told her I was still at the hospital and everything. So I pull up to the house, the music blasting, I'm talking about the surround speakers, everything just jumping off the hook. I let the garage up, and I went to go try to open the garage door, it was locked. So I went around to go see what's going on in the house. I went to the back door, and I seen another man just right there on the couch drinking a beer.
Really?
Laid out on the couch, scratched out. So
Fine, Your Honor. I
went around to the front door and was beating on it, trying to knock it down, trying to like, hey, I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? So she took forever trying to get to the door. So I came in, I walked in and was like, basically telling her what I seen. She denied it. Then she still denied now, but I told her exactly what I seen. Then she was trying to leave. I was like, no, you ain't finna go nowhere and take, what, you trying to take him home? So I was like, no, you ain't going nowhere. So she left. When she got back, I was already gone. I had unpacked all my stuff and I was out of there.
Now, Ms. Armstrong, was there another man stretched out on his couch with a beer?
No, Your Honor, that is a lie.
What happened?
He's making things up.
Out of whole cloth?
Yes.
She was acting like
I
she loyal.
don't believe you. He had too many details. He was at the hospital with his father was
liar,
sick.
Your Honor.
Huh?
He's a liar.
Oh, I don't believe it. I believe every word you just said. Let me ask you a question, Ms. Armstrong. What value do you add to his life?
Shelter and me, of course.
Well, when you say me, what do you do for him?
Whatever he wants, Your Honor.
Oh, you and I both know that's not true. Name something.
I cook, I clean, I wash his drawers, you know. I give him...
Does she do the good housewife thing?
Maybe like
really?
a week out of the month, she tell me to wash the dishes and do all that stuff.
Because I do it all the time.
Do you guys ever go out together?
No, Your Honor. He's cheap. He doesn't want to spend money.
You know, he's working fast food. How much money do you think he has to spend on you?
But that was just one job. He was working in fast food. He was doing construction as well and making pretty good.
From that job.
How did she get you fired from the construction job?
I guess she went snooping through my phone, seeing something that she ain't
I
wanted to see.
found a picture of a white fat lady, and she was trashy, and she was naked, and he was on
That's
there.
not
and
true, Your Honor.
Your Honor, it's true. He gets on the chat lines and the little porn sites. And, you know, of course, I'm not going to sleep with you, and I'm not going to clean, I'm not going to cook for you if you're doing all of that stuff. Of course, I'm a jealous woman, and you
don't clean and cook for him. Don't pretend that you do.
I just stopped because of that, Your Honor.
She didn't stop way before that.
But why would I do that? But, Your Honor, why would I cook and clean for him, though, when he's looking at porn all day?
Okay.
Judge Lynn Toller's ruling next. Lynn Toller's ruling right now.
Tell me what happened when you went to the hospital because you burned yourself.
Yeah, it was this freak accident. I burnt myself with some hot grease. I was cooking, and I fell asleep with the pot on the stove. I walked in the kitchen. It was smoke everywhere. It was like the whole kitchen was on fire, but it was just a pot. So I was taking it out the back. and it was very windy that day, and the flames, like the wind was pushing the flames back on me, so I dropped the pot. As soon as I did that, it just splattered everywhere.
Splattered everywhere, yeah. Yeah.
So I'm in the hospital seeing about my wounds and everything. While I'm at the hospital, she tell me, oh, I went to the clinic and I tested positive for STD. You need to get checked out.
He's lying, Your Honor. He's lying. He is all the way lying. That's, you know, because that's why his family doesn't like me now, because of that. They think that I burnt him with the hot grease. I burnt him sexually.
She burnt me.
And I did not. I did not.
He didn't say you did. He said you gave him an STD. That's what he said.
I plead the
You
fifth.
burnt me, man.
I plead the fifth. You know what that means, though?
What it mean?
Right? Pleading the fifth? You're not going to say anything. You don't want to incriminate yourself, so you're going to be quiet.
Okay, well, I'll take it back. He's a liar. He's a liar, and I didn't. Because I'm going to speak up for myself, Your Honor. I'm going to speak up for myself. He's lying.
You got to be careful about using terms you don't really
well,
understand.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I didn't know.
No, you be mad. I'm trying to help you out. That's all.
Well,
Listen,
I want to speak up for myself.
No, I get that.
Okay.
Mr. Nevins, you're a good dude.
Thank
You walked into a ready-made family as a young person, and for your efforts, you got derision, you got anger, you got a jealous woman chasing you around, and an STD. She doesn't appreciate you, sir. She's got you babysitting her kids while she's going out all night. She's wondering why you can't be more of a father to the children she created with other men. She wants to know why she can't give more of your money when she's got a couple of child support checks coming in, she's got housing, she's done a disability check, and she wants to know why you can't part with more of your check. Do you see what I'm telling you?
I see it.
Well, ain't nothing free, Your Honor. He's not finna just be with me just because, you know. I mean, he's gonna have to help out because.
I pay all the bills, so.
Your Honor, he does not.
I pay all the bills and give her
Mr.
money.
Nevins,
so.
did you understand what I'm telling you? I'm not talking to her because I don't think she could hear me. I'm talking to somebody who I think can hear me. Can you hear me?
I know.
Am I saying anything that your family's ever told you?
Yeah, they tell me that every time I see them.
They just
I don't know them, they don't know me, but we're both telling you the same thing. What does that tell you?
Keep your family out your business.
Maybe I need to find a better
Mr. Nevins,
choice.
if you were my son, I would tell you to run. I would.
He just gonna come back. He gonna come right
But
back.
if you don't run, stand up for yourself. You want transitional support. You haven't earned transitional support. You tell him he's not supporting you. Transitional support is when somebody's been supporting you all this time. You've been holding down the house. He's been holding down the money. You want to go. Now you want a little help. That's not what you said is going on here. You're not married. You got him. You're using and abusing him. I'm not going to pay you for it. There will be no recovery in this matter. It is so ordered.
TC agrees with the judge's ruling, and Tanisha realizes she must change her ways to stay in a relationship.